Yo, Caspians, I don't know if you saw this. It kind of went under radar, but shout out to Carlos Espinoza again for shouting out this major crypto influencer. He is bullish on Kaspa. Not just bullish, he's holding Kaspa. So it's wild, man. So this guy has about 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. On X, he's got about 60,000 followers. And here he is, all right? This happened about a week ago when the first pump happened. All right, so let me just play it here, okay? Because he makes some cool points, and I do have to agree on some of them. I'm going to share my thoughts on what he's saying as well, because I'm extremely bullish on crypto right now. All right, 24 minutes into the video, Tom Crown. Shout out to Tom Crown.
Look at Cas.
Look at Cas. Look at it.
69,000.
Yeah. So
Is that Murad? What's his name?
I want to make sure you guys could see this good and you hear it well.
Wow. Cas BTC on October.
Yeah.
That got crazy wicked. 100 sats.
Here, I'll watch with you guys.
Yeah. Where are we? Just bounced kind of nowhere.
Here we go.
All right, I won't say nowhere. I wonder why this is missing from the chart. I'm sure it's been on the chart before. It is saving itself. I was a little worried. Cas looked really bad for a while.
True.
Monthly order block there about 4 cents, 3.9. Support. Ooh, okay. Well, this move is nice considering it's retaken 5 cents. That's solid. 5 cents was likely to be a
Agreed.
Annoying resistance for Cas.
The fact that it powered
for weeks. You can see we were even looking for the bounce there. We were looking for a return at least to like 6.5 cents, maybe even 7.5. That did not happen.
Powered right through 5 cents, and now 5 cents
support on the month.
5 cents is acting now again as support. So we reclaim 5 cents. We may bounce back down to 5 cents. Recently, it went down to 5.1 cents. So we'll see. We'll see how 5 cents holds.
This is a good start. This is what you want to see, obviously, in coins.
Yeah,
it's
buddy.
Gonna be hard to trust anything. It's hard to trust Bitcoin's bounce right now.
Okay, I mean, it's fine not to trust anything right now, but like at the same time, you look at charts and look at the averages, look at the moving averages, look at these deep macro indicators, and you get a fuller picture that, bruh, we are perfectly priced right now. Look at this, back down here, back in August. All right, the same similar zone for these the crypto market cap of others. Look at it. Look at Ethereum right now, even. Look at this chart and see how it bounced from this deep moving average. Just look at it, okay? And now look at this. This is the most beautiful point. Bitcoin with respect to gold. It's telling us something. What's it telling us? It's telling us that we are currently in the bear market for Bitcoin. That's what we're currently experiencing. This entire crazy sell-off, we've just entered a bear market. So now we're going to have to consolidate within this macro bear market lows. People that are asking, yo, bear market's in, call it what you want, man. Call it what you want because gold has been skyrocketing, okay? Gold skyrocketed, and now you look at everything in terms of gold, and that's how you have to price things. So Bitcoin without looking at it in terms of gold, it's still up there. And you may think that, oh, it may have to fall down to 70,000. And as my other video, I was showing how the electrical cost of Bitcoin is around 71,000 and the production cost is somewhere in the 80,000 range. So you may think, okay, it may have to capitulate, but look at the bigger picture. Look at others. Look at how these macro indicators starting to bottom. Look at another picture of Ethereum. Check this out, major bounce that just happened down here. We may have to come back down to retest it again. It can be extremely volatile. Even if we go under a little bit, I fully believe we are currently in this type of bear market consolidation phase, and I don't think it's going to last long. I think we have, going into the new year can be very bullish. It could have another retest back up here. And that's something that Tom Crown is going to go into as well. He thinks the new year can be very bullish. And I'll play on the video, but I just wanted to make a point there that you see charts that are like capitulating basically, but you look at the broader picture of these indicators, these averages, and you realize, oh, we're actually not doing that bad.
This is kind of cool. Using the fib tool, you can see your 0.5 sits at 6.5 cents here, 6.8 at 7.5. You have some stacked resistances here.
I agree. I definitely Agreed. There's definitely some resistance.
Man, this looks like this
Around
does look
7
like shit.
cents,
So many altcoins look
7.5
like this.
cents.
This is what we're hoping we don't see on Bitcoin. I hope CAS can fly to new all-time highs, but like I was talking about, if October is a high, we fell down into November and we're looking for that bounce to like 106, and I said if that rejects on Bitcoin, then we're probably looking at a bear market. Like this is how I'd kind of imagine it would look like this.
And again, you look at these type of like formations and you realize again that deep moving average just starts plateauing and it starts pointing downward. And then we have the Binance capitulation cascading liquidations happening here, which just wrecked everything.
Woof. That's a solid weekly candle, man. Oop, did not mean to do that.
Yo, so Tom's chilling, man. Tom's chilling.
In a minute.
He's checking this chart and seeing how basically it broke 5 cents and how bullish this is.
Money flow rolling over slowly. It's so hard to trust. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's so hard to trust. Yeah, I mean, after a major pump. And so that's why we're now consolidating. We're in a consolidation zone. We're going to be consolidating using 5 cents as a floor. I would love to keep 5 cents as a floor, but
1.5 cents.
Again, it's like you really have to look big picture here and realize the trend really is moving up. The trend of others as well, it is moving up. And it's moving up at a much faster rate than it was back in 2023, 2024. Even back here, back in 2022 going 2023, I mean, it looks like it's a little increased slope, a little faster slope moving upward. It's very bullish, extremely bullish. And this is the type of thing that can really power things, especially going into the new year. We have a lot of different factors, like for example, the Feds going into quantitative easing, the new Fed chair coming in. It could turn a lot of these policies completely around, and what it could do is worsen the value of the dollar. The dollar can, continue to they're going to print more money, and where's that money going to go? It's going to go to assets. It's going to go to assets, hard money. It's going to go to crypto. It's going to go to Bitcoin. It's going to go to, of course, to these lower mid-cap altcoins, and not just altcoins, but also the Russell 2000. Okay, these altcoins are trading very similar to the Russell 2000. Now, the Russell 2000 represents this lower to mid-cap companies on the stock market. So it makes sense that altcoins are trading similar to that. And once you go on more like risk-on assets, these low to mid-caps are going to absolutely skyrocket. And Kaspa itself could absolutely skyrocket regardless of the market with VProgs, with Dagnite, zero knowledge proofs. All that development can absolutely create Kaspa's own bull cycle. But here, let's get back to the video.
7.5, all on the table. But man, it's so hard to trust like any of these bounces. They're so brutal. 200 MA coming down to 7.5. Yeah, I like that. It is interesting that it's broken 5 and is holding on to it. I would have, had I looked at this yesterday, I probably would have been like, no, you tested the 50-day, you're under 5 cents, like, it's probably rejecting. Today's candle, those is probably confirming some more.
It's interesting because, like,
side I like up here.
Here it gets the resistance. He thinks like in the chart and everything, and I definitely do agree, especially the moving averages, and not just moving averages, but also liquidity. Again, in my previous video, I was going into a lot of sell orders above 6 cents, basically 6 cents, 6.1, 6.4, 6.2. All this is where a lot of sell orders start. You start seeing it. So I don't know how much influence this guy has, but I mean, fellow traders as well. They work similarly. It's good. It's a resistance level, so we're going to be probably retesting 5 cents or in this zone, and we'll see. It's going to be volatile because this is a massive movement that we just experienced. Massive. What is this? Like 70% from the low to high? Somewhere like 60 to 70%.
Just like a boyfriend who said he'll never do that again, dude. I believe that.
This guy's like, you can't trust it. You can't trust this pump.
Myself, yeah, that's good advice. Trusting is very hard at the moment.
So funny, man.
You have a question? Am I still enjoying Arc Raiders? I am anyway. I am. Are you still enjoying it?
So he mentions it.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to enjoy it. But
he covers Kaspa here at the 24-minute mark, and then again at the end of the stream.
Trending.
So I'll go to that.
Kaspa. Yeah, we're watching. Ooh. Said it looked good on the short term here. Here we
go.
Yo,
Kaspa looking good on the short term. So this again was that first major pump that we experienced. Cents. So it went up all the way up to like 6 cents, something like that. Now we're consolidating. Healthy consolidation.
Above, but retaking 5 cents, not selling off. Good move. Good sign. 6.5, 7.5 cents. I don't know how confident I am in it getting through here, but I'm pretty confident in it being tested.
And it basically did get tested. It basically just under 6.4 cents is where Kaspa did get tested.
In the short term. Maybe also going to start ripping. Bitcoin's dead, bearish for your portfolio. Bitcoin's dead to be bearish for my life. I'm so all in, man. I am way too invested.
He's all in. All in.
Cas, this is not a bad run. I just
all in while looking at a cash chart. I like it.
Like every chart we've looked at today, I worry that a lot of this is just due to lack of sellers at this point. Just capitulated over the last few months. And now we're just like seeing dead cat bounces, whatever we want to call them. Returns to the mean.
I mean, it's fine though. It's still not a bad thing, especially after a major capitulation event.
Sellers are tired.
There's no more sellers.
We're just moving up to stop out shorts, bait in longs for liquidity.
It's gonna be both are gonna happen.
That's what it feels like. Like so. Hopefully that's wrong. Hopefully
we got sellers that are tired after massive gains. They gotta trap some longs, and then after they trap some longs, it's gonna pump back up. Like it's the macro shift. It's this. Check this out. I mean, you look at the chart like this. Look at the monthly. And you see how far down it is. Look at others. It's already back down to its mean, the average. Look at Ethereum as well. It touched back down to this deep average. Once it reaches this deep average, all right, look at that, bounced. So what I'm trying to say is, moving forward, extremely bullish. You couldn't have had a better buying opportunity at these lows. Even looking at Bitcoin with respect to gold, it's looking beautiful. Look at this chart, beautiful. If I had gold, I'd be swapping it. Okay, look at every single time it went under this deep moving average with respect to gold, buying opportunity. It couldn't have been a better buying opportunity during these every single period it went under this average, deep average with respect to gold. So we may consolidate here for some time and then again, blast off. That's what I think, especially looking at this indicator down here. It's at a low, extreme low. When it's at these lows, you can't get a better opportunity. There's usually a big bounce that follows. Let's see what Tom says.
That means we're going higher.
Higher.
Cas does look good here.
Fact, bruh.
Do it, Cas. Pump my bags. I have some Cas somewhere, but dude, it's so underwater now.
Yo, he confirmed. Tom Crown confirmed he has Cas. It's underwater. Like, I mean, most people were underwater right now with Kaspa. Been like something like a year or two downtrend, you know, but
a lot of coins right at their resistance. Dash. Solana.
There we go. We got confirmation he holds Kaspa. He likes it. He likes the chart. He's bullish on it, but we are underwater. I mean, you can't. Anyone that's not underwater just is gotten super early with Kaspa back in like 2022, 2021, 2023 as well. So most people are underwater, and that's all right because we're gonna go so much higher. You gotta look long term though. Looking into the new year, going into the new year to 2027, it can be huge. It can be absolutely huge, especially even going past 2027 when we finally have enough time for adoption of this end game technology. That's the move. Kaspa's the move. And not just that, but check this out. I mean, I don't know if you saw this video, but this $500 million fund for Kaspa can single-handedly, like, literally change everything for Kaspa. It could send Kaspa to, I don't know. I don't even know. There's not $500 million worth of Kaspa on exchanges. Like, how are they going to buy it? It's just crazy. Just listen to this.
So, for example, Rory made a keynote on Kaspa infrastructure, and he's very.
First off, shout out to zkEVM and shout out to Golden Sparrow legends. All right, let's keep going.
Important to say that both Rory and Paul, they are putting an immense amount of weight and credibility towards Kaspa. And this is not a...
Rory and Paul from Kaspa Kai. I don't know if it's Kaspa Kai, Kaspa KII, but these are the two guys behind Kaspa Kai, okay?
task, because when you are in a
And where are they coming from? They're coming from Desert DII. So they're
very
huge in the energy sector. And then basically, is it like somewhere in the east, somewhere in Asia, North African, or somewhere around the area?
traditional environment, just trying to discuss crypto and blockchain, it could be seen as like not quite well, or people will very
Literally bringing up Kaspa or crypto at Thanksgiving dinner.
difficult understand the nuances around it. So Kaspa was presented as an infrastructure tool. So for them, that they are very familiar with energy and the energy grid, Kaspa was presented as a digital grid for building all the infrastructure carry innovation that their stakeholders they might require, and that's the means of trading carbon credits, tokenized renewables, and various transactions that are collateralized or backed on energy with gigawatt stablecoin and so on and so forth. So and interestingly enough, the event was co-organized by the government.
This is huge.
And the vice minister of energy and petroleum went to the event the second day. He opened the keynote. He sat in the same table as Paul, and in the group picture, because of this protocol, he was in the middle, and next to him was Paul. So the network that the DII has in terms of their partners, their companies that they are over 100 years, like over a century, that they are like leading in the industry, and they are absolutely serious, high regarded corporations with the most credibility, as I said, in the space. For them, being Kaspa being presented among them, that's something that is incredibly relevant somehow. And as to the relationship with KII, yeah, I met online Rory and Paul. We had some discussion. Then we met in person. We had a personal meeting as well. We had dinner together at the event. And they're fantastic individuals, I have to say. Very, 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 very super, extremely intelligent and very good people. And I presented my my initiative, what we wanted to build with Lehman Bush. And they agree for KII to have one of the seeds in the. Okay, so Lehman Bush will be a fund manager, a C3
fund manager,
and below
up to $500 million. That's the goal.
Lehman Bush will be.
I mean, this may take some time to set up and everything, but
the Kaspa fund, which will be a Kaspa qualified investment fund. So it's like a closed fund. This fund will have just a like long-term investment horizon, like Kaspa as a treasury. You won't be doing any other things.
Kaspa as a treasury, closed fund, bullish.
For the management of the fund, I am suggesting one of the seats will be from KII. I actually invited Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation as well, KEF, to have a seat. And I would like pretty much someone from the community as an advisory, or some from CAT. I actually reached out to Ashton, and I told him when the time comes, I will just reach out to him and see if they are willing to have a seat as an advisor or something, consultant from the community as well.
Dang, bro, dang. So we got this guy, he's Golden Sparrow, working with the Lehman Bush, the $500 million fund, and to manage and help like advise and look over this fund. You got Kaspa KII, someone from there, and then you got another person from Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation, the KEF, and then you have CAT, Kaspa Alliance for Transparency, which is basically an extension from Nacho the cat, from Ashton himself, founder of Nacho, part of Kaspa Alliance for Transparency. He's being asked to help manage and look over, basically an advisor for this fund. Man, that's just wild. Bullish. Just think about it, man. Kaspa was worth $1 billion not that long ago. Okay, now it's worth around 1.3 billion, but $1 billion at the low. This fund is worth half of Kaspa. Like, you have to also keep in mind that to purchase so much quantity, like to purchase $500 million of Kaspa, it's not going to send Kaspa to like a $1.8 billion market cap. Currently 1.3, 500 million extra, it's going to send 1.8 billion. No, that's not how it works, because it's all about supply and demand. There's not that supply to fund $500 million worth of Kaspa, so that means the price is going to be sold at a huge premium, available supply. So you could literally list it, Kaspa for whatever, and these guys are going to gobble up that Kaspa. That's going to skyrocket the price. So this guy Angel's Golden Sparrow, he's going to look for OTC deals, over-the-counter deals to acquire large amounts of Kaspa. Is it going to be enough? $500 million of Kaspa? Where is he going to get it all? It's not going to be enough. So it's going to be just a combination of OTC. It's going to be a combination of probably maybe running a sort of market maker to constantly buy the dips. It's going to be a combination of like that, sort of like bot activity, like buying the dip, and even just manually just skyrocketing the price every now and then, pumping it up, like we saw recently from the lows. Kaspa, rising up while the rest of the market was basically stagnant at 0% gains, 1% gains for the day, and then Kaspa's up like 20%, and that's happened for like 4 consecutive days from the lows. Kaspa, #1 riser in crypto. This is what I'm talking about. Massive institutional adoption here in the form of just a treasury fund. Okay, you got treasury funds. This is just one example. Imagine all the other, investment funds out there. And Angel here was explaining how it's so hard for institutions, big money, not retail, I'm talking about institutions, companies, to invest in digital assets. So he's a lawyer, like a compliance lawyer with crypto. He just got his, I don't know, I think it's a PhD or something in that. But he's working in that, and he's explaining how it's so hard for these institutions to acquire and to buy a digital asset, something like Kaspa, that isn't already on a specified list of assets, certain assets that are actually available for these institutions to acquire in a more traditional way. And we'll see that things may change, and it looks like it very much could change in the near future. But this type of fund, being able to acquire Kaspa and to have self-custody, it's huge. This is huge. And we're going to see more and more of this come into play, especially as institutional exposure increases and as laws are more clear with digital asset ownership, investments, and all of that. Not just for retail, but also majorly for institutions. So incredible talk. Really enjoyed it. That was like a clip I really wanted to highlight and share to you guys. No better time to be bullish in Kaspa. Get your node running. Here's the block DAG. I think it still needs to catch up to speed. It's probably going to go zooming at 100 blocks per second any second now. Here we go, the block DAG. Get your node running. Here's Kaspa NG. It's so easy. Check out my video on how to do it. And yeah, you can't be more bullish in this exact time right now. Even if we go under, okay, we go under, but macro indicators are suggesting that we are extremely bullish right now, especially for these altcoins. Yeah, this type of formation down here, we're basically entering a point where we're going to break out. We're going to break out from this massive downtrend, and it's going to be massive gains from there. That's where I see it. We may have to consolidate a little bit more, but once we break out of this, it's going to be it could flatline, and once that flatline, it's going to again be extremely bullish because it's that type of valley formation. Valley formation is extremely good to see. It's heavy consolidation at a support level, at a floor, and then boom, that's the signal for traders to come in with massive amounts of money and blast off. All right, guys, so stay bullish and stay hodling your Kaspa, because this is the time to really double down on everything. Kaspa, of course, Nacho performing excellent at a floor value with respect to Kaspa, pretty much chilling with Kaspa, and that's the leverage. The first largest meme coin of every single blockchain. It's not, I see, with the whole thing with Binance, like the casino, all these meme coins. Okay, but the first and largest meme coin of every blockchain native coin works like the derivative. It's the trader's way of leveraging without the traditional risks. It pumps higher on with the lower liquidity, lower market cap. It pumps higher on when Kaspa goes up. It drops lower when Kaspa goes down. But the thing about it is that it's paired to Kaspa. Okay, this Kas Nacho with, like, now that DEXs are here on Kaspa, this pairing is what's going to very much propel the two together. It's going to propel Nacho upward once Kaspa pumps, because the liquidity is there in Kaspa on the decentralized exchange. That's how it works. You got the liquidity in Kaspa, and you buy Nacho using Kaspa. That's just how it goes. So that's why they are very much tied together. And yeah, when you go down, when you look at other meme coins that just like, you know, they just launched like a day ago and whatever. That type of thing is a casino. But once you look at something like this is an investment. This is an investment in essentially decentralized leverage trading or derivative form of the native asset. Fair launch, same values of Kaspa, everything like that. That's why Nacho is built different. On top of all the tech it's building and all the platforms and revenue streams it's building, providing value back to the holder. So it's not your typical, typical meme coin. Yo, what? Is this Kaspa at 100 BPS? Look at this block that go. Yo. Run a Kaspa node if you aren't already, because this is sick. Just kidding, man. It's just the block that catching up to speed. Because I turned it off, I turned it back on, and now it's just like catching up to all those blocks that, you know, it's catching up to speed basically. But yeah, guys, this is sick. I mean, block DAG, I mean, what's not to love about it? Have this in the background of your computer or laptop, and you're good to go, all right? So the video on my channel, how to run it for free. This strengthens the decentralization of the network. It's extremely important, okay? So Kaspa's already doing a phenomenal job, over 1,000 nodes, but we need to hit, you know, eventually tens of thousands of nodes. Bitcoin currently has around like 23,000 nodes. So that's like, you know, kind of like the end goal. Let's do it. Every single Caspian, this is on us. Let's get it. There we go, fam. Stay bullish, and to the next one.